Hello fellow makeup lovers, how are you guys doing today? I am super excited for this video because it is time for another swatch party. I recently got a package in the mail from Lethal Cosmetics. I believe that they released a bunch of new multi-chromes and I'm pretty sure there's some really beautiful glowy blushes as well in this package. So I thought we could just go ahead and swatch it out, see what is new with Lethal Cosmetics, and I'll just kind of give you my opinions. I felt like it'd be a good chill Saturday kind of video. So let's just go ahead and jump on in. So we've got the box right here, and on the very top there actually were some stickers, but my son already claimed those. So we've got a nice big palette and then a smaller palette as well, just to keep everything. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I feel like we should do the blushes first because they look so pretty and I've been obsessed with blush recently. So there's the 4 shades that I have right here. I mean, look at that orange blush. It's calling to me like no other. So this one is called Floret. Kind of just looks like an orange blush with like golden speckles in it. Okay, texture super smooth, a little bit powdery, which is kind of how a lot of Lethal's products tend to be. A little bit powdery, but they still look really natural and beautiful on the cheeks. So there's Floret. I mean, it has like a really beautiful kind of just soft glow to it. I'll just go ahead and swatch it right here. Ooh, that is gonna be so pretty for summer. I feel like I didn't even pick up that much and it's very pigmented. Let's go ahead and do this really like pretty kind of more neutral soft shade. This one's called Blossom. This one looks more of like a mauve-y blush with like pink speckles through it. I feel like it adds just like the perfect amount of glow to the shade. I mean, again, look how pretty that is. So there's Blossom. Oh, that's gorgeous. Okay, that's even more pretty than I expected, even seeing it in person. It kind of reminds me of a blush that I've been wanting to buy from M Cosmetics that they came out with, and then by the time I had seen it, it was completely sold out, and I haven't seen it in stock yet since. I can't remember what the name of it was exactly, but this is giving me that same exact vibe, like just a super glowy baby pink. Okay, I'm excited. Let's go ahead and do the next kind of more neutral shade. This one is called Ornamental. It looks like a deeper mauve with light pink reflex. Super pretty if you like a berry mauve-y blush. Okay, we'll put that one right here. Oh my goodness. I think that one might be the most glowy yet. And then lastly for the blushes, we have the shade Adorned. Love the shade name, but this is such a pretty red. I'm not even ready. I feel like this shade looks so unique. I love with all my heart a good red blush. Look at that. I mean, it is so pretty. I feel like I'm gonna have to use a very light hand, but it's gonna be worth it. So there's what that one looks like. I feel like it's actually a little bit less glowy than I was expecting from the speckles that are in there, but it's still such a pretty shade. Yeah, I mean that one, you guys, I hope you can tell. It looks like it has like a slight sheen to it, but definitely nowhere near as glowy as the other blushes, unfortunately. Oh, I love that too. The inside of this says, kindness is a currency best spent lavishly. So here's a quick up close of what the blushes look like together and some up close swatches. Okay, now let's go ahead and play with the multi-chromes. So there are 6 shadows here. This first shade is called Antimatter. Look at that shift. I feel like this is like a blue, pink, gold kind of iridescent shade. Oh yeah, that's super pretty. Okay, that's so strange. Okay. I feel like it's been a little while since I filmed with multi-chromes, so I'm like, where do I even find the words? Forward facing, it has like blue and pink, but then from my point of view, I just see a lot of yellow and green, so that is super pretty. I don't know that it looks like anything I've never seen before because there's so many multi-chromes on the market nowadays, but it does have a really beautiful amount of shades and shine to it. Okay, next we have another really light iridescent shade. This one is called Aphelion. I feel like the shift is not as easy to see on this one. It has a lot of green going on and a little bit of pink as well. I mean, it looks super, super sparkly. It feels definitely more powdery to the touch. It's not a super like creamy multi-chrome by any means. Yeah, I mean, I guess it has like a little bit of a purple base and green sparkles, but I'm not seeing anything super, super special from this shade. I will just say that. Yeah, it's a purple green shift. It's pretty, I'm not gonna lie. It is pretty, it's sparkly, but I'm not like screaming for joy. Next we have the shade Parasec. I mean, this shadow looks ridiculous. It has like pink, light purple, periwinkle, like an ultraviolet shift right there. You see that? Oh my goodness. Some gold. So pretty. The texture on this one is smoother than the previous shades. Oh my goodness, you guys. That is beautiful. If you like pink or purple shadows, that's another level. I feel like that is like a princess shadow. Like that's what I want to name it. That's so pretty. It's funny because like from here, like I feel like you guys can see the shift really well, but in person it is 1,000 times more intense. It's so, so pretty. Okay, now we have the shade Singularity, which is another one that looks super pretty. It kind of has some like dark purple, some periwinkle, some kind of like silvery green shifts going on. And again, this one feels a bit smoother to the touch. It's just super, super pretty. I feel like it's not wowing me like the previous shade. The last one is like a special shadow, like a special, special shadow. This one is just super, super pretty. It kind of reminds me of Regal from Cleona, I want to say. Next we have the shade Magnitude, which this has like a really strong red to green shift. Hopefully you guys can see just a little bit right there. Okay, this one's pretty creamy. It's more of like a black based multi-chrome, and it just has a super intense shift of pink and green. I mean, I feel like you guys can see it pretty well. I feel like these shades are so popular, but it's just not something that I reach for a ton on my eyes. Even though it's pretty and it's unique, I just feel like there's just like something about the green to pink shade that doesn't like scream at my heart. But it does look pretty. It feels super silky. Has a really good shift to it. I just feel like it's not even like I want to be like a negative Nancy or anything, but there's just so many indie brands that have come out with multi-chromes now at this point that like even shadows that are special, even shadows that are super shifty, even shadows that are super sparkly, they tend to impress you less when you've seen so much, because like I feel like anything, if you see it so much, can get redundant. So it's not even like I'm being like, oh, like these aren't beautiful shadows, because they all are. I just want to give you guys my honest opinion, because if you have went out and purchased a bunch of multi-chromes based on a bunch of raving reviews, like I can understand why it would be frustrating to keep purchasing them and kind of getting like the same thing. So I really just want to like focus on sharing the shadows that I think really, really stand out and like giving those attention. Lastly, we have the shade Exosphere, which looks like another black-based multi-chrome that has really strong shifts of purple and blue and a little bit of green. Okay, ooh, this one's probably the creamiest shadow of them all. Super, super pretty. I feel like I actually just swatched a shadow like this from the Man I Love Frogs palette from Sugar Drizzle Cosmetics the other day. Very similar vibes. It's just a Northern Lights kind of shadow, a black base with purple, blue, and green reflex that looks So, so pretty. So here's what they look like, just forward facing with a bunch of lights on them. You can't really see the shifts that much, so I'm gonna go ahead and insert a video from my phone. And then here's just another up close look at what the new shadows from Lethal look like together. I mean, I feel like you can see the shifts pretty well there. So that is everything for today's swatch party. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye!